Hey, everyone. You know, if gas prices get any higher, I'm going to have to go ahead and start that OnlyFans. My first video will be called Big Blue-Eyed Guy Gets F***ed at the Pump.
Fuck, I should've
Welcome to Altered Judgment.
I took a drink.
I saw you do it. I'm like, oh, yeah. He's in trouble.
That might be the one.
Just because you're losing your shit.
Disclaimer, what you're about to hear may or may not have been influenced by fear. Just friends being friends, talking shit all night. But hold on tight, cause you're in for the ride on Altered Judgment. Altered Judgment. Talking about fast food, hockey, colonoscopy, surfing culture, aliens in the 90s. Altered Judgment.
Back in the studio.
I do enjoy being home in the studio right before we go out and do some adventures. But hey,
Yeah. Good way to start the day.
always a good way to start. This is a very early one for us. We're not even at 12 o'clock yet. Maybe we shouldn't have said that. Nah, it's 11.
Beers.
It's 11:44, guys. But we got some
see.
garage beer glass bottles here. Not gonna lie, these look pretty cool.
They're spiffy.
Shout out to the Kelseys. You know, look at this, beautiful.
We're drinking your beer, guys.
We're drinking a beer, guys. But
Where's that invite to the wedding?
Yeah, seriously, get on that, please. But we are back. This one's gonna be a little off the cuff. We didn't really plan this one. We're shooting from the hip. We're gonna do an altered journey later for Percy Porch
You're
Fest.
shooting from your hip. You might
I'm
want to go see your urologist on that one. I don't think that's where it's supposed to come from.
I think I should get that checked.
You should probably get that checked.
God, amongst other problems I have. Let's throw that to the list. But yeah, I mean, we have a guest. This is going to be our first backyard buzz where we actually have the business owner here with us trying said product. We got Nicole from All You Need, and you guys will see that later. While we're touching on things, I want to thank Natasha and Nick. If you can't tell, I'm not wearing Altered Judgment merch, which is very rare for me. I have not a single piece of our own stuff.
It's crazy.
But this is all from Broad Street Threads, Joe's shirt, my shirt, the hats. Wonderful.
I'm hoping it brings some luck tonight. When we're recording Game 4, Gets and Canes tonight, they need some magic. They need some help.
For what it's worth, historically, when we record and the Flyers play, we're undefeated there. They've won every time.
For the most part, I think.
I don't think they've lost.
Didn't they lose against the Penguins the one game?
No, they won that game.
I don't know.
Maybe for lore's sake.
We're just gonna say
they did.
60% of the time it works every time.
Sex Panther. But Natasha and Nick, thank you for these. They're super
Absolutely.
comfy. And the biggest thing, pun intended, big head guys, the hats.
I never find these snapback hats that fit me, and this
here
one
we
fits.
are. And they're insanely comfortable.
Yes.
Whatever this fabric is, their hydro performance, dude, it is the most comfortable hat I own. And we're going to rock these the entire episode.
Hell yeah, we are.
What else we got? I'm trying to think. I don't think we're just going to shoot from the hip here.
I did we really, when I said, normally our planning is half-assed anyway, so
he's like quarter-assed. I think we quarter-assed.
We're one quarter-ass. I mean, we got to be careful. Alex is shooting stuff out of his hips.
It's like the brim of one cheek. It's not even a full cheek. But I'm sure we can find some things to talk about.
I mean, we got, we're going to have a little fun later today going out some things. We're talking about a fun Altered Journeys idea, maybe a culmination of several things we got planned.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we're going to hit up in May. And then we also got, a little further out, but that DC trip, that's coming up, man. That is like a month. That's going to be a unique one. That's going to be a couple days. I think that's going to kind of be a blend of like an episode meets Altered Journeys. I don't know. It's going to be something new.
It'll be different.
See it all. And we're going to, I don't know. Hey, anything can happen. We're going to be in another state, or I guess it wouldn't be a state. It's going to be, what is it considered?
A district.
A district. We're going to be another district.
They very much like being referred to as the District
of Columbia.
Yes.
DC. There you go, guys.
That's where they get that
That's
from.
where they get it. I thought it was the comics,
That's
but
insane.
fuck.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's from the District of Columbia. No, is that Marvel? That's not DC. Batman is from the District of Columbia. Sorry, nerds. I pissed off everybody right there. Whoopsie.
Dude, you just brought on the wrath.
I shit on Marvel hard. I took like Stanley's fucking pride and joy. Just, fuck you. You're part of the other one. Well, guess what, guys? Come at me in the comments. I love it. Do it.
I just wanted disclaimer. Joe did not say anything disparaging about Marvel or DC.
This is what happens when we shoot before 12 o'clock from the hip or otherwise. Yeah. But Joe, you said you had some stuff to talk about. I have a few things I can throw in there, but let's just see where it goes.
So I just had a when there's movies that everybody knows, constantly references, are like part of pop culture, and maybe you've caught bits and pieces of, but you never watched the whole thing all the way through.
Yes.
I finally had one of those last night.
What movie?
There's Something About Mary.
You've not watched that all the way through?
No, I've caught like bits and pieces of it here.
I was one of those ones I would put it in the like movies I watched probably way too young to be watching stuff. Yeah. Like with Austin Powers and all those other ones, but like I've definitely watched that all the way through. That's a wild one.
I know. It's just sometimes some of those just like fall through the cracks, and it's wild too because you find yourself in that situation where everybody's making the reference to them and you have to be like, yeah, what?
The fucking zipper scene was like a gif or meme before that was really a fucking thing.
I knew that because I was fucking everywhere.
Or the hair gel.
The hair gel, yeah.
That cast is wild.
That was right. Like Matt Dillon.
It's like fringe ensemble cast, but not like a lot of comedies were like that. They were just stacked. But that was a good one.
I did not catch that when she kept talking about her ex Brett. It was Brett Favre. Until I did see that coming.
That honestly, what did you just? I mean, it might have been on TV. I think I literally just watched that when I was like messing around editing shit, and I think it was on TV, and I popped it on. That's one of those ones where I'll leave on if I can't find anything else.
You know what it was? I was going through Netflix and I saw it on. I'm like, I realized anything I saw was just clips here and there when it was on TV, so I didn't catch the whole shebang like unedited. So
yeah, on TV they cut a lot. It's not the same. It's one of those movies you can't watch unless it's on like a network that doesn't hyper censor. But if you watch that edited,
that was like I had Melissa and I last Sunday, I think we were chilling on the couch and it was a Fist Fight was on. I love that movie.
That's a good one.
But it was, since it's on TV, you're missing all the great lines, especially from Ice Cube.
I feel like at this point, like I understand why they have to censor things on TV, but I feel like at this point, like if you put a content warning in the rating, depending on the network, it should be able to let it rip.
CNN, the fucking news, just lets the word fuck go all the time.
So that's my thing. Like, yeah, I understand like kids could peruse through, but at the end of the day, you got to kind of put some responsibility back on the parents. Like, fucking come on.
I want to just have them like really lean into it. The fucking stock market went really fucking high today. Shit's out of control.
Dude, I would watch that. Can't watch it now, but fuck. If they just let it rip, like news anchors would just go.
FNN, fucking news network.
We'll make our own. One day we'll just do like a 24-hour fucking FNN.
It's 24 hours of fucking news.
What the fuck happened now, Wick?
I almost knocked my beer over. I'm so excited about that.
Shit, dude. Don't do that.
I know.
It's okay. It wouldn't have hit anything other than beer cans.
No.
But they're special beer cans.
You know what movie I believe I told Melissa this, that if I had known this going into the marriage, it took her for years to finally see Dumb and Dumber.
The original?
The original.
Did you, so going down that, so there was Dumb and Dumber, there was the Dumb and Dumberer that wasn't the direct sequel, but it was like those two dudes.
Yeah.
That one was rough. And then I would argue their actual redo was not bad.
Dumb and Dumber 2 TO was actually pretty funny.
I would put it at the same level as like Happy Gilmore 2 for me. Yeah. Like I think they did the right amount of keeping it to the original, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was like, all right, I'll allow this.
Is it Dumb and Dumberer the one that where Preston Steve have been playing the Cliff a bunch? It's Bob saying, "There's shit everywhere."
Yeah. And I forget the actors. I think it's. I think it might be the dude who. Crap.
It wasn't the one guy's name. No. Oh, dude. I'm. They're
in a bunch of stuff.
Yes. I'm trying to think of another movie.
The only movie I can associate with, I guess he was Lloyd's character, or was it? Yeah,
I think it was Lloyd's.
So the only other movie I can reference from them is another shitty movie that people haven't seen, but it was like a cheerleading one.
I don't know what it
was called, but he was in that. There's another one that nobody probably knows, so it doesn't help us pinpoint that actor.
Dude, we're really nailing this.
We're fucking killing it, guys.
The thing is, it sucks. It's infuriating. Is I know what you're talking about.
It's another terrible movie.
The two guys like went to a cheer camp or something.
Exactly.
So like, we're gonna get laid.
They're gonna get laid, like that typical trope.
Like, they couldn't keep up or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they end up. It's a full circle story where they they're beneficial to the team, not just pieces of shit.
Man, we're nailing it.
We're fucking killing it, guys.
We're firing on all cylinders this morning.
Which, ironically, one of the things I had as far as just things I wanted to talk about was like movies you watch way too young and the traumatic movie scenes that you only see, like things you would skip. Like Charlotte has watched Finding Nemo so many times, but has no idea how that movie starts yet because I haven't let her watch it.
The friggin' giant fish.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna. What a way to start.
Did you ever see where they said at that movie We're Correct to Life, Marlon would have switched genders and grown up and mated with Nemo? I'm like, well, that's like a new category on porno.
Shit. I've seen that one, and then I've also seen the sorry, that had to happen.
You had to hit it. Yeah.
I've also seen the theory where like something about like it's all trauma based, like I forget the exact theory on it, but like Marlon, like it's a real dark spin on Nemo that like Nemo didn't survive either. Like everybody
got
got
a dream or something.
Yeah, like it's just his way of coping with the trauma, and that all of that is just in his head, and like that was part of
I've
like,
heard that.
Oh, dude, like that. I mean, hey, but that can kind of track. But yeah, on kind of on the movie tide before we venture off into wherever we venture off on. But like movies you saw as a kid that when you watch them as an adult, you're like, holy shit, I should have seen those. Like the entire Austin Powers trilogy.
Yeah,
I think our generation, like every kid saw that shit between like age 7 to 10. And then you would continually watch. It wasn't like you saw it in theaters once or something like that. You would watch it if it came on TV.
I can think of distinct jokes that when I first saw I didn't get.
Dude, and
then I go back and look at them. Like the one where he's in the hot tub with a lot of vagina, and where she's like, in Japan, men come first and women come second. He goes, sometimes not at all. And I'm like, ha 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 ha, what? And then later I'm like, oh, I get it.
Dude, and it's not even like just that genre of comedy movies. Like I rewatched Hook with Charlotte, and there were a couple of things in there like, oh shit, those jokes there's a lot of hidden stuff. And like going back and watching these movies that you saw as a kid and adult, there's like, I would consider them Easter eggs at this point.
The rating things definitely change. Like I think now that like PG-13, you're allowed one F-bomb, something like that. But friggin'
well, I think you can do more, but it depends on the context.
What's it called? 16 Candles. Has a tit shot in it. It's in the locker room. She's like looking at her in the shower. Remember, it literally go boom, and it's just showing the boob. And like, wasn't that PG-13?
Yeah. There was this documentary, but it's not on Netflix anymore. I forget what it was called. Excuse me, but it was fully on the rating system for movies, and then it deep dove into like what you can show, what you can't show, what would push you to R or PG-13. Like there's specific criteria, like kind of like we were joking earlier, like we were quarter-assing it. But there's like a threshold, like you can show, like it could be a male's full ass and it's fine, but if it's like a female 3/4 of a cheek, it's like like the criteria were wild.
Open up, it's like okay, you can show one ball or a little bit of the shaft, not the tip,
or like.
But if you start getting more than that, now you're rated R.
But like then there's also these rules with like prosthetics, like the way they have to look. Like you can show like full balls if it looks like there's so many criteria. I'm like, dude, how do you make a movie in this?
It's like the giant fake cock they gave Marky Mark at the end of Boogie Nights. That thing's like hanging down to his knees.
I may be the only person. No, you might have seen this movie, but Observe and Report by chance.
I love that movie.
I had no idea how that was going to end. I saw that in theaters. Like, dude, the streaker, like the music comes in. It's like, "Where is Your Mind" by the Pixies.
It's just running toward Anna Faris.
And he just
look on its face.
And then the entire shot, it's like a full song worth of slow-mo montage of this dude running around with the little
tiny wiener going. And then all of a sudden he just comes out and pops him right in the shoulder.
He gets to Seth Rogen. It's still slow mo, like perfectly. And then it's the most awkward stop. He just boom, he just lays him down. That movie was wild.
That movie was great. I love when he's Ray Liotta's telling him he's not going to make it. The guy's behind the closet. He just opens the door. Yeah, I thought this was going to be really funny. It's just kind of sad.
Ronnie, you don't want to do this.
It reminded me. You don't want no part of this, Ronnie.
It reminded me of what was it? Walk Hard with Dewey Cox.
You don't want no part of it. Yeah, I don't want to get addicted. You don't get addicted.
Dude, Tim Meadows. Look how we're going all over. But I went and saw Adam Sandler when they did the show over. I guess was it Xfinity Mobile now? Whatever. When he was here, we saw them.
Is that Certified Fresh tour?
Something like and like Tim Meadows was one of the openers.
100% for
Tim Meadows stand up. His set was so good. That guy has always been hilarious. Like even in like the minor roles he played or the major roles, like when he was Ladies Man, he was in Mean Girls. Like he's just always been funny.
Did you hear when he was on Preston Steve and had the revelation? He did because he was in the Goldbergs and he had no clue that it took place in Philadelphia and he's on the show.
I didn't see.
He's just, oh, what this is Wawa or whatever.
Dude, he's hilarious. And then even in like the Grown-ups movies, he's funny as hell. He's only been like the major role in a few things, but when he's like a tertiary background character, he's fucking hilarious.
Is still in one of my favorite all-time SNL sketches.
Which one is that?
It was called Jingleheimer Junction.
Oh no, yes.
Where it's like Cameron Diaz, I think. Was the guest host, and it was
I'm picturing it now.
I'm trying to remember the other two that were
dude.
What's this? Sands, Horatio
Sands, yeah.
And then it might have been one of the people who did like the PBR, the NPR.
Either
not
way.
Molly Shannon. On a gas star, might have been.
Okay.
And then they're UCK, and Will Ferrell comes out with the F.
No.
And they're doing like the real kids talk. It's like Horatio Sands is like, "You're being real mean, Joe. Why won't you let him be here?" And he's like, "Shut up, Umberto."
God, the good old
Goes
days.
to tackle him before he.
Fucking SNL.
Oh my God.
I would argue this season's picking up. It's getting better.
Yeah.
Some of the skits have been a lot better, but it's a lot of young cast members. They're getting their feet wet and learning to. There's a lot of.
They
promise.
have their stars of the future for sure.
There's a lot of promise there.
Ashley Padilla is going to be one of their, I think, long time, well remembered.
Marcello.
Right, he's hilarious. Yeah.
Dude, I was dying in Happy Gilmore. He's out there getting hit with the golf balls. He's dodging them all and then just gets clubbed. Bam. Who hit that one? Bad Bunny's just like, fucking so good.
Yeah. No, I don't get. I mean, I feel like it's the cool or hip thing to be like, oh, I remember when I liked this and that one was funny. It's like it's always been fucking funny. It's still funny.
Bandwagon fan
it's
show.
50+ years. You're not every sketch is gonna be a winner.
But like you also got to factor in. Look at that cast. Sometimes, how can you compare that? Like there's a point in time where that cast is like top shelf comedian across the board. Like you can't duplicate that because that just won't happen. So you can't compare now to then, because there was just a point in time where you could do no better, and that's not on the current cast. So you can't hold that shit.
And the one
them.
thing I've really liked recently, I really want them to lean more into it. Excuse me. I know Lorne has always had a thing about he thinks it's hokey to break.
No,
I think that makes for some of the funniest. The one where Ryan Gosling was just on recently, a couple sketches.
The alien one.
The one where they're like Cyclops. You open the door. He just keeps wife. What?
Or you see the one where he had I guess he had a Cuban girlfriend and he's talking with like the heavy Spanish accent and he cracked.
Yeah.
Or the alien ones everyone cracks on the alien ones with what's her name? Damn it.
Okay. You the one that Kate McKinnon used to do.
Yeah, she's always like, well, that's not what happened to me.
Yeah. But then they had the one episode recently this season where with Ryan Gosling where they did the thing near the end. It was he was the principal and Ashley Padilla was the teacher, and they made the cast wrote notes that they had not read before. She goes to open up the drawer, you just hear her little, and she pulls out the bag of spaghetti that says lunch number 2.
There was another school one that was hilarious. I'm totally blanking on the actor's name, but Kylo Ren. What the Adam Driver?
Adam Driver.
When he's the oil baron and he comes in for career day. But yeah, like you're saying, when they break, if I come across when I'm doom scrolling TikTok, if I get like a people breaking on SNL montage, I will watch every single one of them because I think you need to let that rip. Because
it brings home the fact that it's live.
I think that's with like anything. Like we don't script it. I think if you script it, then it becomes too rigid. Like when they break character, it feels like it's you're part of it. It's an
experience. Yeah, we're all having this experience together.
Yeah, Bill Hader all the time. Bill Hader couldn't keep. All right, what was the one where he's like the old man and he has the chick sitting on his lap. And he's just driving around in the chair. He keeps crashing. He's like, crash it.
But then, yeah, all this stuff, they're just, it wasn't funny since like past. I could think of millions of things from like the aughts and teens and friggin' like, in the teens, Tom Hanks, that character, David S. Pumpkins.
Oh, dude.
Any questions?
And then they brought that back too. Like, a couple Halloweens, dude. And then, they did the full segments twice, and then he was randomly just popped up in one of the, I think it was the anniversary, one of the anniversary ones.
Yeah.
It
might have been the 50th.
It might, I think it was. But then you can buy the costume too, so you can get the pumpkin.
Yeah. They made an animated special. Dude, anytime someone says, "Oh, I think SNL it was so much funnier," they got political. It's like they've been making fun of presidents for
Both sides.
Chevy was like, what? Ford like falling down the steps. Like they've been doing it for years. Come on.
Was it Horatio? Not Horatio. Was it? No, it wasn't Horatio Sands. Was it Mikey? Mikey Day was the other person dancing skeleton. Was it Horatio Sands and Mikey Day?
No, not Horatio Sands.
Oh,
It was
it's,
Bobby
Bobby
Moynihan.
Moynihan, yeah.
Yeah.
But who were they? Part of it.
Part of it.
You guys went all in on David Pumpkins, didn't you?
Keenan Thompson like, look, it's 100 floors. They're not all going to be winners.
I have so many questions.
Speaking of Keenan, I think that's wild. I've been watching that dude.
We've
Like
been watching
all that, like literally, we had like the kid version of SNL, all that, and then watching him, you know, as we grow up, and then seeing him on this show for as long as he's been
soon as
on.
I was cognizant enough to watch TV and enjoy it, Keenan Thompson has been around. Like for my entire existence, Keenan Thompson has been on something I've watched, whether it was, you know, all that or any Keenan and Kel, SNL, Good Burger. He's been in so many movies too. And Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a part of so many pivotal moments of like our generation's childhood that dude just genuinely funny.
But you just look in general at the absolute, I know we use this word all the time, juggernaut that SNL's been as far as putting comedic talent out there.
Yep.
How many people that you know who are big now on their own got their start on SNL?
I also think the reason why it may not be landing immediately like it used to is one, like you're pulling those heavy hitters, but now I think they're diving more into like different types of comedians, if that makes sense. Like they're pulling from social media. They're pulling, like they pulled Cam from the Kill Tony universe. That's a different brand of comedy.
Yeah.
They're getting social media comedians. They're getting sketch with Please Don't Destroy. Is that what they're called? Those three?
Yeah, what's his name? Is it Ben Marshall? Something
He's
like that?
now actively on the cast.
He's a featured player, right?
But their skits to me felt like the old Lonely Island type vibe with Sandberg. So like it's taking a bit longer to mold because I think they're pulling so many different types of actors and comedians in, but you're seeing it start to gel recently. And I think, you know, like you said, it's like you draft rookie players. They're going to take some time, but once they hit, you know, that cast is set right now. Like they're going to be great.
Yeah, they had, you know, they always have some shakeups and stuff. And there was like ones I was definitely between the last season and this season, I was sad, like with Heidi Gardner and Ego Wodum. She had a couple times they did the skit where at the dinner table and she's like overly aggressively like she's like cutting her this steak's dry and the
she's
whole
like
shaking
table's
the
moving,
whole table.
the wine glasses
and
just
that
going.
talk about one where like Bowen Yang like lost his he's the one who just left too, like mid-season, but he's like trying not to lose his shit.
Dude, the wine glass
Stuff
is
like-
literally going. Anytime they involve food or like those like prop comedy type stuff, dude, it's always hilarious.
Yeah, I know, definitely. So
But
just know if you shit on SNL because you think it's the cool thing to do, I immediately stop listening to your opinion.
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Weird segue here, but I got a couple weird things I want to talk. They're not directly
for
correlated,
it.
but I got two things I wanted to hit on. I'm going to start with this one because I think I want to end on the other one because we're looking at where are we at? 22 minutes? Oh, this is going to time out perfect. So I got
Look
two
at
things
that.
I want to hit on. So the first one, this came up because I was taking Charlotte to daycare and she sees everything now. She'll just comment on everything. So there was a person pulled over. And she's like, well, why are they pulled over? I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, well, that's not a police car. It was an undercover car. All right.
Okay.
But typically the undercovers, at least I'm used to, are like darker, but they at least have some sort of banner, like police, whatever on it.
Yeah.
This one was like a teal blue SUV. The only thing that was police was the siren was like on the rail of the top. Like nothing about this.
Nothing
Like it was a
else.
true undercover car.
Okay.
Cool. So where I wanted to hit on with that, like, it got me thinking after I dropped her off on the ride home. I started spitballing. I was like, I don't believe undercover cars should be utilized to do basic shit like speeding tickets and stuff.
100%. I agree with
think
you.
they should exist for the sole purpose of safety. Like, obviously, if I'm, monitoring something or I'm keeping an eye on a situation, I can't be sitting in a cop car. Fucking dumb, obviously. But I don't think you should be able to utilize that vehicle when in it for basic shit like speeding tickets. I feel like that's unfair.
I actually feel like it can be sometimes a safety issue.
Like,
when
no lie,
people
I
just get
wouldn't have-
surprised by something like.
I wouldn't have pulled over for this car immediately because if you looked at in your review, it was just a blue
And
SUV.
it's too easy to replicate for somebody who wants to impersonate.
People do that all
an
the time. You
officer.
see old
Like-
cop cars driving around all the time, and people keep all the shit on there.
Like, I'm with you. I get the purpose of why you have a police car that's not marked for covert things that it can't stick out that it's a police officer, but
And, like, maybe-
traffic enforcement, it's not a good idea.
There's no way like this was an in transit moment where this guy was just like, oh, you know what? I'm on the way to, stake out or undercover or something like that. Let me just pull this person over. They were clearly utilizing it to pull people over. And it's just something about it irked me. And then it just kind of got me spitballing. Like, we're the only country where the police cars don't really stand out. They're buried amongst things. Like, they don't have like, they're black, white, and the sirens and stuff light up. But like, you look over in like the UK and stuff, there's like vibrant fucking colors. And it's very, very obvious who they are.
Right.
And
It just sticks out.
like, even like when they park in those like bushes and shit to get you speeding, I still have irks me a little bit that, but at least I accept that when they're in a normal cruiser and they got their lights on. But
have you ever seen like the troopers like on like say it's like a stretch of I-80 where there's like those huge freaking grass hills and they're like way up there?
Like I fair game there, I guess. There's still a little.
We're not. Be clear, we're not disparaging people who are in law enforcement.
Not in any way.
Like, not like that. But it's just like, come on, man.
Like, look. Yeah, should I be speeding? No,
of course not. No,
but I think a undercover car like that one was I had no clue. Like, even my toddler's like, why are they pulled over? And then the only thing was a sign. Like, that's an aggressive one. If it's the darker ones with like the, you know what I'm talking about? It's like almost
where
like
it still says police on it, but it's like the same color.
Dude,
it's like black on black kind of.
It was like the tailplate said it. Like, clearly this one was intended to be like an undercover car, and they were pulling someone over for a simple speeding ticket in a 25-mile-per-hour zone, and they probably going like 35.
Right.
That's the one I want to touch. And then the weird one. All right, weird segue here. It's not going to tether like Joe's segues, but I'm bringing it up because I've been seeing an influx of it, and I'm just trying to get myself in the headspace of a person that would do this. So on my personal page, I'll follow a lot of the community pages like Horsham, whatever. And for some reason, I've been seeing a huge influx of people posting pictures of animals, domestic, dogs, cats, whatever, that have been hit by a vehicle and sharing to these groups and being, look, pass this on my way home. Pulled over to take a picture just so, the owner could have peace of mind. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I've seen those too. Okay. It's like, just, you're worried about your dog and the first thing you see is it like flattened with a tire mark.
Like,
on the
I don't
want
to fucking see that. First off, one, I'm trying to get in the headspace of someone like, I'm coming home from work. I'm working all day. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a dead cat. Let me get over there. And they're not taking like a quick picture like this. This person was like, let me get the portrait mode.
Make sure the light's right.
But like, these are like, like, photographers out there taking pictures of dead animals thrown on these sites. And I'm like, one, I don't want to see that I don't want to see my animal. But two, they're not wearing collars or anything. They don't look like they had owner. You might just be taking pictures of dead fucking animals.
I get where the heart's at for some of them. Like they're trying, like people are like, oh, this person's worried. And I don't want them to still have this false sense of hope. And it's like, but it's a little aggressive.
Weird.
Like a post describing it, be like, hey, I didn't want to post this picture, but there was this orange tabby on the side of the road that looked like
fine,
hit by a car.
But these people are submitting posts with multiple pictures, like it's an Insta post. I'm like, you got different angles. You got vertical and horizontal shots of someone's
like putting on filters on the gram.
It's like it's got like a sad face on, just fucking sitting there. I'm like, bro, last thing I want to know is that my cat or dog got hit. Second to last thing I want to see is some fucking group in Facebook.
Guy puts like a fucking track from Pet Cemetery on the music on the post.
But yeah, I saw one, and then for the last week, I've seen like 5 or 6. It's like all the time. I don't know if I'm in like the domestic pets hit by fucking car algorithm, but I
love when you see the fights that start in those local
over the dumbest shit.
The dumbest shit. All right, I'm tangentially. So I live in a community with an HOA, and aside from a couple neighbors who are cool, and my sister-in-law and her family living there. A lot of the people in that neighborhood are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
One time, I remember once, because we have our trash pickups paid through our HOA fees. And there was a holiday. It was one of those holidays where we weren't sure whether or not it was going to
hate that shit.
Delay trash pickup.
Yeah.
So I called, and and the person told me, we will be here for trash pickup. So I just, as a courtesy, went, hey guys, I called to make sure, and they told me that they're coming today. Yeah. So you may just want your trash out so you're not stuck with it for a week.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't end up coming.
So everybody put
until next day. So somebody yelled at me for it. And then I said, look, I don't know. I'm just telling you, they told me, and I figured people wouldn't want to accidentally have their trash for another week. And some jagoff writes, that's a funny way of saying I'm sorry.
The fuck?
And you know what I wrote back? I said, that's because I'm fucking not sorry.
Yeah, what inconvenience?
Oh no, you had to put trash out for one more day to avoid keeping it.
But here's
for
my
a
other
week.
thing. There's absolutely no extra exerted effort. You were going to make that same exact
Right?
fucking journey the
Right?
next day.
The amount of people that lose their shit. Like, look, there are some people who are really rude about their trash and just literally throw bags and boxes out and then the wind blows it everywhere.
All right, well, that's on them. That's not fucking...
But these people like have a tizzy over a garbage can being out for a couple more hours.
For what it's worth, usually the people, and not everybody, so I'm not shitting on it, but most of the people that run HOAs are fucking wild with shit. It's like your grass has to be a certain height. You can't use this paint. Get the fuck out of here. I own my house. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
no, I know a guy, my one neighbor on the HOA, and he's the first to be like, these people are
Yeah,
out of
like
their mind.
there are, but some HOAs are literally just like, it's like a, I guess they call it like the terms of like a boys club, but it's both.
It's
but-
people with nothing better to
Dude,
do with their time. I swear, half.
Like, I'm sorry, your grass was 2 centimeters this week. You're gonna have to fucking deal with
But
it.
the balls to blame me when I said, "Oh, hey, I'm not speaking of the garbage company. I'm just telling you they told me. So you may want to put it out so you're not stuck with. I thought I was doing a favor, and that's your problem. I would get it if I went, don't put your trash out, and then they came.
Yeah,
like,
that's
people would be
different. You
pissed.
fucked them up. But also, again, there's no extra exerted effort.
None.
Nothing. What
Oh
the
no,
fuck?
your trash was out for 12 hours.
But
longer
everybody
or
did it, so it
something.
wasn't even like you stood out. You didn't look like a dickhead. Everybody did it.
But the dickhead to be like, that's a funny way. I'm sorry. I'm like, that's because I'm not, you piece of
Well,
shit.
they're keyboard warriors, man.
I know.
Fucking, but
Well, they're also. I'm not trying to be mean. There's definitely some not the brightest bulbs in my neighborhood.
they're on the Pico power play.
the
But
grid's
know, man.
suffering.
I think we hit our natural 30 minutes here. I think it's a good stopping point. We do have Backyard Buzz coming up. We're going to dive into All You Need. Nicole is here. We're going to take a look at that. And
We'll be right back with some bread.
we will be back with some bread.
I've done. So what is next for Nicole Mazzarella?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna come back, get back in the lab, bake some sourdough bread.
All right, everyone, we're back, and we have a guest here, and we're excited, and everything looks so good. I can't wait for this, Alex.
But
what
we
do got here?
have Nicole from All You Need here. This is actually a studio first for us because typically with Backyard Buzz, we're reviewing, and we don't have the business owner with us, but now we have both. This is pioneering things here.
We were going to say nice things anyway, but now we're really going to
Yeah,
say
now
nice
we have
things.
to watch ourselves. It's
Both because she's here, and also as we'll get into, we found she could totally kick her ass. So we're gonna
100%.
say very nice things, but it's gonna be true.
But Nicole, we'll let you take it away a little bit, kind of tell a little bit about your story, how you got involved with All You Need and bread, and how you got there in that journey, and then we'll see where it goes.
So I've been baking bread for about 5 to 6 years. I started when my mother-in-law bought me a bread machine.
All right.
You know, I got a bread machine for Christmas one year. It might have been like an anniversary or something. And up to that point, I never really thought about bread, never really, thought of like, oh, like I want to make my own bread. And it became this like obsession for me to just like, I started making so many different recipes out of the book that I was given. And I just enjoyed it so much. I kept doing it every week. And then eventually I graduated and was like, okay, well, I want to make bread by hand now.
Okay.
I was
Nice.
afraid of, I was so comfortable with the bread machine. And then I was like, okay, well, like, why don't we try to make it by hand? Let's see what happens.
So from scratch,
Yeah.
start to finish.
From the start.
Did you have an affinity for baking? That's why she got the bread machine, or was it kind of a whim and it just turned into this?
I've always enjoyed baking as a hobby. I was
Okay.
never really serious about it, growing up. I was a competitive athlete for a really long time. So I, in all honesty, I didn't have a lot of time to bake. And then I was also like the sports I did growing up were weight class sports. So
Bread's not the move.
You have to be
Well,
careful. Yeah.
you know what? I always ate bread. But just, the things like the cookies and the ice cream
Right.
and,
that's the
things
side
like
of things
that.
that we enjoy most. The
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah.
the things that we're eating regularly on the show.
So once I graduated to just like normal bread, making it by hand, I did that for probably like 1 to 2 years. And then my mother-in-law again was like, well, why don't you try sourdough? And I was like, I'm a little scared. Like I just started making it by hand. And then a year or two ago, I made my own starter. And, most people, when they make their own starter, they like royally screw up or
Yeah, we tried once. It failed miserably.
Yeah.
That thing
I've heard
died.
it's an absolute bitch to
It's
try
like having
to
a
do.
baby, dude. You got to
Yeah.
take care of it. Like we have to feed
You
it. and
gotta
stuff.
feed it.
terrible. I failed.
I have a hard enough time
It's on a
feeding my actual
schedule.
children.
no
remembering
lie.
it.
It's
No,
like a
just kidding.
living thing. Like
It's on a schedule. You have to take care of it. You have to make sure that you're feeding it enough. It needs to be like a certain temperature. It's this whole thing.
It was wild.
It's literally like a child or a pet.
I couldn't handle a Tamagotchi.
When it gets older, does it start talking back to you?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes
I'm
dude, when
going through that.
when it's active, man, it looks like it can talk. You ever see those videos?
Yo,
like
it
that?
does. It
Dude,
does. Like it
dude,
bubbles.
It yells at you.
It does.
Dude, I forgot about it. I feel bad. I abandoned ours in the back of the fridge. Like, oh shit, it was there. So yeah, we made 0 sourdough loaves.
It's just like the star of a horror movie in the back of your fridge, like something's festering.
I was
that you
waiting
Oh my
forgot
gosh.
about.
dude, it could probably crawl out and open it. But yeah, that's a whole. So that's a big step up from just it's a whole process. Like I've watched some of the videos and stuff. It was like a 3-day end-to-end
2
thing
to 3
for-
days. Yeah. Yeah. By the time that you feed your starter and then, by the time it's freshly baked. But, my first time making a starter, it worked. And it's
Hey.
the same starter I use today.
I feel
So
like that's a
it's
sign.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was meant to
yes.
be.
Like I took it as a sign of, okay, like I need to keep doing this. And at the time, I made the decision to resign from my full-time position.
Sometimes you gotta take the leap.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was largely for mental health reasons. I really needed to take a step back. And so, I felt this whisper to lean into more of bread baking. And so I did. And I just, I kept baking the sourdough and I made it for friends and family at first. And, at the beginning I had an inkling of, like wanting to go into business.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
I'm kind of impulsive sometimes and I'm very obsessive. I'm very
Sometimes the
competitive.
best stuff comes from there, though. If we're being real.
Yeah. And I'm very competitive. And you know what? In my athletic career, that has been a fault of mine, of jumping into things too quickly, perhaps. And so I told myself, okay, like if you're baking for friends and family, are you still going to like it in 6 months?
Yeah, you don't want to take that piece
Right.
out because once you
Right.
lose the passion, it becomes a job.
Right.
Obviously, it is a job, but that's what we're saying. Like,
That's the thing. It's like, yeah, you can love it, but once there's the actual responsibilities to keep it running,
Yes.
that goes along with doing the thing you love, it can start to, okay, this is another thing I have to do.
like we've said the same thing with this a lot. When this gets to the point where it feels like we're coming into work and it's not just hanging out with people, meeting people, networking, and doing
Right.
this kind of thing, then we realize we need to turn it around, or it's
Yeah, you don't want it to become a chore,
Correct,
right? And
exactly.
I worked at a small franchise bakery, I guess if you will,
Okay.
last year, just to give myself a little bit more exposure with
Sure, yeah. makes sense.
producing baked goods in mass quantities using different types of equipment.
probably feels corporate, very like
Oh,
Yeah.
it was, but it gave me the experience that I needed.
yeah. I mean, it's Brad Pun.
Ah,
Ha ha. But it gave me what I needed, but at the same time, it led me into the direction of, and my manager actually was like, because I told him, what I wanted to do with the bread, and he was like, wait until you're ready for the headache. And I was like, oh, okay. And I asked myself, I was like, am I ready to file taxes?
Yeah.
Am I ready to
Oh
like,
wait, we have to do that crap.
oh, yeah.
like, am I ready to like do my, state paperwork to get, registered? And I wasn't. And so I just was like, okay, well, take the next 6 months to just keep baking bread and
Figure it out.
Yes.
if you when you are ready for the headache, and if and when you are, that's when you're going to take the leap. And for me, that was around the holidays of 2025.
That's a
We
good
can
way to look
appreciate.
at it.
Literally, we have like the same timeline. I love this. Is like meant to be
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
literally the same timeline of starting a project, starting a venture, and going.
Well,
through
it
this,
sticks to the whole thing, like the people you meet through the people you meet. So like we met Michaela through Chef Nick, who was guest. So there's
Okay.
like, if you look at the family tree of how you got here, there's so many different things. It was Nick to Michaela to you popped up to we followed you to you followed us to you're here now. And like I love how that all happens organically. And that's like the best part about all this.
I was trying to figure out how you made my algorithm before he started talking because I was like, well, it's either through them or the fact that you're up in Quakertown.
Yeah,
That's
could
one
be
or the
both.
other.
It could be both.
I want to give a shout out to Michaela real quick.
Go ahead. Go
I've
ahead.
been following Michaela for a little over a year, and she just gets in front of the camera and just talks.
She lets it rip.
She
dude.
lets it rip. And I find that so encouraging. And for me, it was really motivating to do the same thing and just like show people who I am and just be really transparent. And I finally got to meet her for the first time.
I saw that. Yeah.
Like last week, I was so excited. I brought her bread.
Dude, it's wild to me. Like we go usually like every Friday we'll go in there with Charlotte and we'll get stuff. But like
Yeah.
the amount of stuff that she puts out, and like it's like you, like one
It's
person
insane.
running the whole thing.
It's
is
insane. I don't know how she
wild.
does it.
So much to handle.
And then like Saturday, Sunday, but I decided to just make this, blueberry lemon focaccia too. I'm like, what do you do? I've
How?
done enough. How are you doing this? And the fresh lemonade, like she just doesn't stop. And everything is just amazing. Like,
yeah. I mean, I made 30 loaves this morning. And for me, that's like a personal best.
I got out of bed. I feel like that was a pretty good accomplishment. Hopped in the shower. Said, I'll be here by 9:30. Yeah, of course I knew I was going to be late.
But yeah, no,
Saturday.
It's very unique that because a lot of the people we do partner with and work with, like they don't have the ability. We got lucky that this just lined up. Like getting Michaela in the studio would be almost impossible.
Yeah.
But to have you here so we can check this stuff out, I think at this point maybe we can dive into that.
We can dive in
Okay.
because we're ready to eat.
I'm gonna-
You're ready.
I'm hungry.
She's
I'm
ready to
totally
eat.
ready.
You loaf. All right.
Take that joke with a grain of salt, guys.
Damn it. We'll have you just kind of take us through what we got here.
Well, so I brought all the loaves of the week.
Nice.
So
right.
each week I have a rotating menu. I always have my classic sourdough, which I call the OG, original gangster.
Makes sense.
Checks out.
Checks out. And then so this is our OG. It's got a fun little zigzag here
So
with
you do that prior to the bake. Like
Yes.
it's almost like when you're making like a latte or whatever, the cappuccino. Like that's like you're just etching that in via.
Yeah,
that's
I always
So
wondered about that.
You use so what I do with my bread, once it's done proofing at room temperature, it sits in a fridge for 24 hours.
Okay.
To further proof. And then when you take it out of the fridge, the dough's nice and cold. It makes it easier to make the designs.
Yeah, I was gonna say those came out like solid.
Yeah.
I
You use a razor blade.
oh, okay. that
So,
makes
you know,
sense.
I'm Picasso over here. I'm
I was
just
gonna
going.
say, that's wild.
And then I usually try to do some sort of heart.
I like it.
That's my
nice.
that's my
Dude, like look how crazy.
Yeah, there you go. All right, yeah.
that's
like a
my
fossil.
signature. It is
Nice.
a fossil. And then right here is our cheddar and jalapeno sourdough.
Okay, I thought that had a nice little
Got the-
cheesy look.
I saw
to
when
it.
you're rolling it, like there's like chunks of cheese.
Yeah.
Like it's looked
So
amazing.
I use sharp cheddar. I use cubed cheddar and then the shreds. Because
Why not both?
So you're
Why
getting
not
it-
both?
There you
You're
go.
getting it every
you know,
bite.
you want a consistent cheddary flavor, but then sometimes you just want those like pockets of melted
Dude, you
cheese.
hit that pocket of cheese. That's gonna be.
I love a good cheese pocket. I mean,
yeah, dude, definitely love cheese pockets over here.
Yeah. And then over here near Joe, we have our whole wheat sourdough.
Whole wheat.
So I wish I could say it's 100%, but it's technically not because my starter is not whole wheat.
So okay, so then obviously you're using the base. The starter is the base for all these. So
Yes.
then when you're doing like I saw some crazy stuff too. You're doing like there's savory and sweet stuff. I saw some
Yeah.
like chocolate peanut like
Yeah.
that blew my mind. Some of the flavors like how'd you get that? Like do you feed the starter? I guess you just make the dough and knead everything in, or do you do anything different to the starter as you go to get to those flavor profiles? Because that to me was wild. Like I think I saw like a pumpkin one. That's all.
Yeah.
right up my alley.
Right up this guy's alley.
Yeah, so I use the same starter for everything.
Okay.
My starter's fed with just regular bread flour. And
How
then
long have you had that?
the starter?
Yeah, well, since I guess the
Since
start.
I first since the start.
Start. There you go.
Makes
Don't get me started. So this was my first and only starter. It's a year and a half old now.
Now, I've known some people that have some really, really old ones. Is there a shelf life, or as long as you maintain it, you could have like 100-year-old starter? And
You could.
That's wild.
You could.
Well, yeah, because right, it's just it's
you're
constantly
feeding it.
having stuff added to it, so
Yep.
it's
That's
makes sense.
crazy.
It can keep on going.
Conceptually, that's wild to me.
Yeah, once your starter's established, it's fairly easy to keep it alive. You just need to feed
Not
it.
in my case. Just murdering starters over here.
Yeah, the only time you really want to throw it out if there's like a fuzziness, mold, weird discoloration sort of thing, then you want to pitch it. But most of the other times you can revive it, bring it back to life, do a little starter CPRs, like
My
do a little
starter-
surgery.
Dude, my starter's like if you
I'm
left
not
your
giving up on you.
just in the loaf. Mine was like if you left your Tamagotchi for a couple months, you come back and the screen's filled with poop, and it's just like that was my starter. It's like please help me, and I couldn't revive it.
Get me away from this guy.
But I say we
let's
give it a taste of the loaves of the week here.
Okay. Let's do it.
I could not be trusted to cut this properly. I would have ruined the crumb. I believe is that a term?
That's the crumb, yeah.
The crumb. I would have made a disaster mess. I would have cut against the grain like terrible.
Yeah, I would just be like, oh, whatever. I might even just pick the thing up and bite into it. That's probably not good.
Gotta do the typical foodie thing and just look at the cross section.
I do that all the time.
You got
Every
it.
time.
I feel like it's a requirement. This is some next level
Okay.
sourdough bread. Oh, she's a beaut. Oh my god! Look
Oh my god.
look at that. Jeez.
That looks so good.
Do you guys want a piece?
Of course.
Yes, we do.
We're going to dive in.
So fun fact, this is how I like to cut bread. Instead of trying to slice this way,
Okay.
do this.
Okay. That's astronomically.
Isn't this much easier?
Dude, yeah.
That
'cause
does
I would've
look easier.
I would have been fumbling through. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Alex,
Look at
while
us.
I'm thinking of this,
Always
because-
prepared
so we
over
don't
here.
get crumbs Well, we're gonna get crumbs
I was
because
gonna
we're just slobs. But
We've learned as we've gone on that the paper towel roll was one of the best investments we made for this podcast.
I am so
and the
messy.
trash can.
between that and having to constantly, ooh,
I
thank
think
you,
we have to cheers to
constantly like
sourdough.
blow my nose from allergies.
You're probably sick of it. We'll get in there unless you want to sample with us. Are you going for it too, or you've had enough sourdough for the day?
or you just want to watch us enjoy.
Yeah,
it.
watch.
I'm just gonna watch you and
There's
eat.
a group
I'm
that
just gonna
does
watch
that.
you eat.
Cheers.
Cheers. Dude,
Oh,
me ripping some like panini grilled cheese.
It's
Like get
so-
some. Oh, damn. We might make a grocery trip. Get some really good cheese.
It's really good. A lot of people use this for grilled cheese.
I could see why.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I like to eat it plain. I toast it.
Plain.
I was just saying, just go at it.
Just like in its au natural form, right?
It's great.
I'm accidentally getting some AJ ASMR here.
I was just saying, yeah, there's some crunch. There you go.
All right, let me. I'll also do our cheddar and jalapeno.
Nice.
Okay, while you work, we'll keep doing this hard work of eating
Yeah,
this delicious bread.
we'll lose my wife at this point of the episode with the chewing. That's how we roll. So we get her to stop listening.
Misophonia, I think is what it's called, by the way. I think
What is it?
Misophonia or
Okay.
something like that.
Dude, I can see the cheese chunk. Wonderful.
Or I just made that up and I said something.
Well, if you made it up, we're gonna own that because that sounds fantastic.
Okay,
Look at that.
so
Look at that.
See
guy.
the little jalapenos
That's
and
awesome.
the cheese. Oh yeah.
all right. Do you guys want me to half this for you, or do you want a whole
Yeah,
slice?
you can have that.
Yep.
And not like we're not going to destroy this throughout the
Yeah,
episode.
later.
but-
Nice.
So then while we're over here eating
Thank
bread
you.
like kings.
Ooh,
Where
it's also
can-
the inside so soft. Oh,
So I
like
know
this.
you're starting to branch out into other things. I know you got some stuff coming up. So where can they find you outside of your website and order directly from you? Where else can we get
Yeah.
all you need?
So you can find us at the Fizzy Fern in Sellersville.
That's you just started now, right?
I
Going
just
forward?
literally like an hour ago.
Oh wow, there you go.
that. You heard it here first.
Yeah, literally an hour ago. So the Fizzy Fern is on Main Street in Sellersville. If you know where the Washington
House is.
Yes.
It's like on the, like right on the around the same
Yeah.
intersection, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's on 220 North Main Street.
Your neck of the woods. You might be scooping this on the
I think
way.
I literally drove by it yesterday.
Yeah. It's a really neat spot. Erin is the woman who owns the spot. She has over 50 different vendors that sell a variety of different things.
Oh man, sorry. This is delicious. You get like a little jalapeno on every bite, and then when you hit that sharp cheddar chunk,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my god, dude. Anyway, back to your normal scheduled program.
Yeah. So I'm at I'll do a bread drop each weekend at the Fizzy Fern on Saturdays. And then next weekend, May 16th, I don't
Big
know.
event. I think we should step out there and go check it out.
Yeah.
Not freaking up in your neck of the woods, but
Yeah. I have Quakertown Alive on May 16th, where I'll be with a couple of other of the business owners that use the commissary. I am a member of Nefarious Eats Commissary Kitchen.
so what other? I was trying to dig through, but what other type of food is coming out of there? Like I couldn't.
Out of Nefarious
yeah.
Eats. Yeah, there's a lot of different people. There's a meal prep company
Okay.
called Fit Food Prep. She does a lot
Oh,
of
that jalapeno. I just got.
Yeah, I
it's
got
so
the
good.
little chunk here. too.
Yeah. there's
so
a
good.
meal prep company
yeah.
that operates out of there. There's a granola company. There's a lot of food trucks too that use the commissary.
So they prep it there and then take it with, or are they functioning out of there? If that makes sense, or are they?
The food trucks don't.
Okay.
The food trucks, I'm not familiar with food truck laws, but the food trucks need some sort of water source
Okay,
or like a place to wash their
That makes- yeah, that
their
makes
dishes.
sense.
So they use the commissary for that. I could be mistaken, but
No, that makes
that's my
sense.
understanding.
I'll hit up Spuddy Buddy and find out, but that makes sense.
There's a woman there that bakes cheesecakes, Cheesecake Lala.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I definitely heard of that before.
I'm the only bread baker there, but there's a huge, diverse group of business owners there that make. There's a Sabor de Ponce, which is the first halal Puerto Rican food in
I was gonna say,
Pennsylvania.
that is a mashup.
It's
Alright.
like it's really niche.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you get some crazy stuff with that fusion when you start
Yeah.
blending things.
So,
That's
and
wild.
you forgive me if you mentioned. Can you remind me where in the town the commissary is?
It's on 500 West Broad Street.
Okay.
So it's right across from the fire hall.
Right. Okay.
Like literally right across the street. And when I'm working at night sometimes and I see like there's been times where I see flashing lights and I'm like, oh
What's
my gosh.
going on?
Should I go check the oven? No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Like is there a cop outside? Like am I getting arrested? Like what's happening?
Well, everything has been amazing. We are glad that you were able to stop by and spend the time with us. The first time we've had somebody with their product, which I think we should try and make happen more, but it's tough to grab you guys out of your business. You guys are locked in just like us.
Yes.
I know.
But where else can they find you? Your socials? Share that with us so we can take a look and get some loaves out to everybody.
I am on Instagram at All You Need Bread and Co. And then my Facebook page is also All You Need Bread and Co.
Perfect. I will pop them on the episode. We appreciate you coming out. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
Yes,
this
thank
has
you
been
so much.
fun, and we're going to enjoy this bread the rest of the episode.
Yay!
And we'll be right back.
And
Oh
scene.
my gosh. Thank you guys
No,
so much.
thank
No, thank
you.
you.
Did you like it?
That was amazing.
It's delicious.
All right, guys, we're back. And yeah, so it's about time to wrap her up. Man, that bread was fantastic.
Delicious.
So yeah,
It's what I needed. Thanks for the
she's really,
awkward buzz.
she's really gonna make a lot of dough.
Fucking crumb. No joke there, just crumb's funny. Nicole's much better at delivering bread puns.
Well, it's her specialty.
If you listen to the segment, she was ripping them so much that we didn't even catch it. It was also early for us, but there's a lot there. And I caught him like, you'll see me on like a 3-second lag. I'm like, oh, shit, it was there. We're way past it. But her bread was delicious. We've been
What
snacking on that.
when you got there, she leave us a little
She
note.
did leave us a little note. I said we're going to open it later. I don't know what this is. It could be nice. It could be mean. We're going to find out.
You guys suck. I
Dummies.
put laxatives in the bread. No.
Hope you enjoy the bread. And then just ... I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I hope you enjoy the bread. But judging by, what we know of Nicole, this is probably going to be
It's
nice.
gonna be nice.
Or it just pops and shoots shit. Oh man, this is sealed. I get them big boy fingies.
I had the same problem with olives. So just rip this fucker open.
Yeah, Sarah always gets mad at me because I open things fucking horribly.
What's the front of that look like?
It says, thanks.
Thanks.
I don't know where all my cameras are. I got one over here. It says thanks.
Thanks.
Let's see what we got. Joe and Alex, thank you so much for having me as a guest on the pod and for trying my bread. I hope you enjoyed the bread as much as I enjoy making it. We did.
We really did.
Still enjoy it. I'm going to eat more of that shit once we're off camera
I'm
here.
bringing my half home.
Keep doing your thing. I'm excited to watch the pod. Keep growing in season 2 and beyond. Thank you, Nicole. Aw.
That was sweet. Thank you.
This is
Nicole.
going to make its way around the studio. You'll see it in other episodes. Like it'll be in the background and shit.
We could
'cause
probably
that's what
pin
we
it on
do.
the wall. We
Yeah, we should put it.
Yeah.
We should. This
We gotta
is
start building up our walls.
this is the first wall-worthy thing, and I did just buy a giant pack of thumbtacks. Fun fact: spilled them into high pile carpet and found some with my feet.
Oh no!
Found most of them
Well,
with the vacuum.
I'll tell you what. It's a good detection method,
Dude.
It's effective.
I was like, I know there's more. This is like a 200 pack. I'm seeing like fucking maybe $1.90 in here, and yeah, and it wasn't right after too. It was like a little bit later, and I found the one I missed.
So-
Fucking right into the foot.
So yeah, we'll get that up there.
It's gonna go on the wall.
Broad Street Threads, right?
Nick and Natasha,
Beautiful.
Natasha and Nick. This is our no lie. You can't feel this, but this is a comfy shirt, a
soft.
comfy hat. I just want to live in here. Check out their website, Broad Street Threads, across all social media. Order something, guys. We're Philly. They're Philly. You can be Philly. There's Philly everywhere in here. Gritty's hanging from the TV. You saw him earlier. He's hanging on the TV to bring some luck to them Flyers. Hopefully.
Another thing we didn't have them here. Another local brewery that we're enjoying some stuff from Warwick. Warwick Farm. We have a couple of their hazy IPA, the Pharmacist.
Warwick Farms Pharmacist. Have the
Yes.
name. This is a
I take that as this means it's a prescription. It's all about my health.
I love it. It's a good hazy boy. Got a little tail sweet to
I
it.
know as much as things are trending away from the IPAs and hazy IPAs, I still love a good hazy IPA.
I do too. And I like a little tail sweet to it. Like not too much, just enough. It's a
Oh
good
no,
blend.
yeah, it's nice and it's not the kind of hoppiness that makes you go, oh my god.
What are the hyper sweet ones like in New England?
The hazy New England style. I think I mean you can have other hazy style IPAs, but I mean it's definitely as
Also-
far as I know that's the.
I also
they're
love the
kinda-
logo. You got a camera behind you. You can put the logo right to
Oh
it.
yeah, there you go.
Look at that guy. It reminds me of that painting.
I hope I'm doing it right. Apparently, I always fuck up logos.
Turn it. Yeah, no, you got it. This
Cool.
guy's face is creepy as shit. Cool. It reminds me of that painting with the husband
I think
and
that's
wife
what they
at
were
the farm.
going for.
Oh, well then, guess what?
I'm guessing.
Fucking nailed it. If
What,
not,
what was that?
what is the name of that? I think it
Whistler's something?
might Whistler's mom. No, that's I don't think that's. I don't know. Either way,
You know what? I have a phone.
yeah, you fucking look it up.
Whistler's mother might be what it's called, actually.
Do you ever see the?
I'm going to see if I got that
you ever
right.
see the Naked Gun movies?
Bits and pieces.
Never mind, then my joke won't land. Anyway, in the second one or first one, the one dude has a tattoo of Whistler's mother on his ass.
Oh no, you know what? I'm thinking a different painting.
Is it literally
That is
called
a
like the
paint-
farmer?
That
or
is
something?
a painting called Whistler's Mother. It's not
That
that one.
okay. Then this one I think might be simply named something like the farmer, or it's a very. I know it's like a very straightforward name of what the painting is.
Painting with farmer and wife. Oh, it's just called American Gothic.
I was way
That
fucking
sounds
off.
familiar now. Okay.
That checks out. Look, guys, we're cultured.
Yeah.
Warwick has a boatload of amazing beers at any given time. There's so much stuff on tap. They have their spirits. We were there recently.
I bought a bottle of the bourbon. One of the single. I want to say single grain.
Yeah, we were there last weekend.
Yeah.
last weekend for
My-
the Kentucky Derby. And
Yeah, my cousin had her
his cousin's
birthday
party. And
Shout out Amanda.
shout out Amanda. But yeah, we were there, and if you haven't been, it's an amazing spot. Great outdoor space. If the weather's nice, you have the porch. You have outside. There's games going on. Multiple food trucks. We had some mint juleps.
Oh, dude, they were really
Delicious,
good. Yes.
delicious.
And they used one of the bourbon. It may not have been the bottle that I bought, but they used one of their bourbons.
They definitely
for it.
did. Their spirits are good.
Yeah. I
The
grabbed a
porch
couple of, their,
teas.
couple of their porch teas. Yeah,
Yeah.
too. Those were good.
I'm a hard iced tea girly, but yeah, that space. Get out there, check it out. Like I said, they have
Definitely.
so much stuff, and whether you drink or don't, they have options. There's some merch there. Just the spot itself, it's just a great spot.
Bucks County has a lot of great breweries. So you know what you do? You make a day of it. You get yourself a designated driver. You go up there, hit our friends in Percy, Van Loo's, of course.
Go
one
to
of them.
Van Loo's.
You
You got
know,
Mystic up there.
Mystics
You
up
got
there.
Free Will up there.
Make your way over to Warwick Farm.
They are actually all parts. So we did the Percy Ale Trail. There is a Bucks County Ale
There
Trail.
is, yeah.
It's a little more involved when you do these check-ins, but you get like
You can get a shirt, I think. if
there's
you
like
send
point
it.
tiers.
Yeah.
You work your way up, but there's like 20 plus on there. Like you do these little check-ins, but check that out too.
We were very spoiled in this area with the number of
I
breweries. we
agree. Yeah,
have.
within like distance of one another. But the other thing with Warwick is just like when you're sitting out there at the picnic tables, you just look out. There's like the hop field there, and then just the view. There's something about just that.
You're
spot.
up on that big hillside. You look down, there's like the golf course
Yeah.
below.
It's just a cool
Yeah,
spot.
No, it's a beautiful view. Absolutely.
So get out there and check them out. This beer is
Yeah,
delicious.
what are you waiting for?
Yeah, why are you watching this? Get out
Jesus,
there.
or
Watch
on
this
your way
there.
there.
Dude.
We're also audio only. If you don't want to,
Everywhere.
you know.
You should also, while we're on the self-promotion topic, we overhauled our website. It's beautiful. I'm biased, but she's sexy.
Alex does wonderful work.
I do. I try. I'm gonna put this in here, whether I edit or not. But merch is coming. Merch should be coming soon.
I promise you guys, we're really working.
we are
on
genuinely
it.
working. This is not a ploy. It's if you've seen the site, go check it out. The store's there. You just can't get in there yet, but everything's ready to go.
Ha 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 ha.
Haha. But yeah, we just got some things to finalize before that goes. But I would say maybe by the time you watch this, if not shortly thereafter, merch should be live, and I'm gonna make it a thing. Like we'll have some staples up there, things that'll always be available, like our original logo shirts and stuff like that. But we kind of want to make it a thing, whether it's maybe a monthly thing or change something. Just have something unique each time for you to grab that maybe ties to an episode or something. Like we had shirts for Sex Turtle. Okay, they're funny. It's funny. The Ductor. I would love to make a Ductor
I
shirt.
would love
That
a
is
Ductor shirt.
that is a throwback reference for all you
oh
OGs.
my god.
But a Ductor shirt. And yeah, so that'll be coming. I, no lie, own pretty much a sample of every version of merch up there, so I can vouch on the quality. There's
We
some
got
stuff
the
in the
sex.
background.
We got our AJ logo. Remember the beer mug?
The original AJ mascot.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring him back. He's kind of cool. But yeah, merch is happening. Can confirm. I mean, you've seen me wearing it. Everything I've worn has pretty much been stuff that's on the site. So it's
Listen,
coming.
we got summertime coming up. Like I said, we got the DC trip coming up.
Oh, dude, we got a
Bad Time
lot.
Records tour. Yeah.
I am very excited for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm so looking forward to doing that. I want to go down. When we go to DC, I have some ideas for some funny stuff, hitting some of the landmark and some.
We're gonna try that skits we've been talking
maybe
about.
we're gonna make a new Schoolhouse Rock style video.
I'm
just
in
a
for
bill.
that. We'll get some Joe
I'll
stand up.
I'll make up something. Yeah.
We're gonna get some Joe stand up out in the wild.
Listen, I have studied the fields of political science and public administration.
He's well versed.
I know civics.
I know the car
We can make it
Civic.
fun. Yeah. Yeah, the Honda
The
Civics.
Honda Civic, I am familiar. The great car. But
yeah.
I would say we've been talking about it. You know, this season's push is leaning towards that radio vibe and music. The pivot, I think, is going to come with the next episode because Joe, your sister's going to come on with her husband. And
Yep. That was the plan. I want to just confirm and lock it up, but we're going to push this anyway here. We can always edit it.
yeah, we can always edit it out. But
My sister Mary and my brother-in-law Devin, they have a husband and wife dueling piano act. Love Me Duel. They are great. They're both entertaining and hilarious. It's, it's fun to see. They get it's like when, have bands that have their usual shtick and stuff they do at shows. Like, they have their songs that they'll always try to hit in addition to, they take requests when you see them live too. So
we're going to abuse that.
Yeah. It's great. And it's a great foray into,
We're going
the
to be
music
pushing
vibe that we want to do.
We've got a lot of stuff. I mean, you've seen the guitar in the background. We're going to start utilizing that. We got a new keyboard toy. We didn't get to play with it today on air, but this is going to go on Joe's side. So Joe's going to have a combination of the board sounds and then his own little piano, and we're going to mess with things.
I too used to play piano. I'm nowhere near the level that my sister is. She is a talented musician.
So you would say
musician.
that you're a small pianist instead of a
I'm
large
very
pianist.
small pianist.
Very small pianist.
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah. So no, but I definitely want to. I want to start. We've been talking to what I've been wanting to do is
We have
back
everything
in the-
here.
Like I tried to pick up guitar before. I definitely want to start.
I mean,
trying to
dude,
pick up
look,
guitar again.
that one, the stuff that came with it, they teach, dude, I'll have to show you. So the stuff, the music, the way they teach you, the app, phenomenal. You can learn how to play a song right
I have
now.
one at my mom's house. One of my dad's.
We'll
old
get it
ones,
over
too, I
here.
wanna get.
We got the piano. We got everything here. We talk. We're going to do it. We talk about merch. That's going to happen. We've talked about the music pivot. It's happening. Just you
I want to
wait.
try to get and do a couple more open mics now that the summer. Some stuff I don't do during the summer that I do during the normal year. I want to try to find some times. This is a good time to pitch our socials then.
Yeah.
Our
We
individual
do have
socials.
Our individual socials. Joe, let her rip on yours.
So I am at Joe Rush Comedy, all one word.
I got at altered_Alex because, why not? But you followed us, then we're going to go. We're going to do stuff on there. I know mine's blank and I said I'll make content. It's been a long week for me. Maybe I'll mention
we
this,
do
though.
a lot,
It's been-
but I've definitely set up my stuff for both Instagram and Threads. I don't know, Alex, if you're planning on getting some stuff for Threads, but I want to just, addition to doing some funny videos and creation, also want to just, rip on some stuff online for fun and just have funny interactions with people.
It's wild that I'm so heavy in tech and stuff. And then when it comes to social media, there's some things I didn't even know what Threads was until you brought up. Like, so it's like Insta Twitter.
Less toxic Twitter.
Less toxic Twitter. But yeah, so we're going to hop
It's
on
not
that.
X. I don't care, Elon. I'm calling it Twitter. That's what it always will be.
Fuck that guy. Every time I see a Cybertruck, I'm like, where's Twitter? But yeah, we got that stuff coming up. Check out the website, alteredjudgement.com. Very easy. Nice and pretty now. We'll take you to everything. All the episodes are up there. We recategorize them. It's very easy to follow. I actually noticed since I did it for at least episode 12, there's a lot more stuff shown from external. So you guys are using the site to get to the videos because I made it easy to navigate. So yeah, that was probably part of the problem. The Let's Collab tab's up there. If you want to come on
Please.
the show, whatever it may be.
We've had so many fun interactions already with people.
Just through
We
stuff
want
like
to
that.
keep this going.
And you don't have to be, you don't have to own your own small business. Maybe you're a creator. Maybe you just got something to say. Maybe you want to hop on a show. We will figure something out.
If you don't, if you just literally want to come and just say, hey, I just want to fucking let her rip and talk about something.
Please do. And we have other options. We haven't really done them too much, but we can do call-ins. We can do everything. So if you don't, comfortable coming in here, you don't like being in front of the camera, call in. We will make this work. We've barely tapped the potential of what we can do here, and you're going to see it. It's going to ramp up real fast. There's so much coming down the line. I know we say it all the time, but no joke.
Always big announcements around the corner.
Always big announcements around the corner because there are.
Yeah.
They're coming. We're coming. But I think that's a natural segue.
I think we had a good day today. A good little episode. We got to wrap it up because we're going to go out and do some stuff.
We're going to do some stuff. We got maybe a beer fest, definitely a porch fest, a lot of fests.
But listen, we can't forget.
We can't.
As always, we're going to need you to like,
Comment.
and subscribe.
Tell us you love us.
Tell us we fucking suck.
Tell us whatever the hell you want. You got something to talk about? Just let it rip. We're
Tell us
here.
that bread looked delicious in the Sevia slice.
Yeah,
Or what we'll tell you is no, screw that. Go support Nicole and All You Need.
go check out All You Need because it's literally all you need.
That's all you need.
That's
to
all
eat.
we needed.
I'm good.
And I think that's time.
Carbs on carbs on carbs.
Built on carbs. We'll catch you next time, guys.
Take care, guys. Catch you next time.
I was hoping it was a fart.
You can still hit one, but on the fade out.
Yeah, just end on the fade out and just
And on the fade out with a fart.
Oh no. Oh, that's medieval.
As-
Sorry,
as
I fucking it went too long.
As
It
our
went too long.
Delcover's voiceover comes on.
No, we're gonna come out with medieval because I can't find the fart right now.
It's all right. Dude, this is actually.
I do like this.
Tis a good episode.
'Twas a great one. Off we go.
Pip pip.
I love chaos. Chaos is so much fun. Chaos is where the gold is.